In less than 1 hour, you can set up your own crypto bot that is gonna generate you from 0.5 all the way up to 5% every single day, while you are sleeping, traveling, or even spending time with your family. We're approaching the bull run, so now this is perfect timing for you to get the most of the profits from it. The process is very simple. Even if you are a complete beginner, you can get started. There is essentially 3 steps that everybody has to follow, including myself. Step number 1, we're gonna look for a profitable crypto coin to trade. This coin needs to have volatility and needs to be on the sideways movement. I'm gonna talk about it in detail in just a couple of minutes. Second, we're going to be looking for confirmations that the cryptocurrency is in the right timing. We're going to be doing that with an indicator that me and my team created inside CryptoBot Accelerator that is going to give you those confirmations that you need. And third, I'm going to show you how to set up the bot in a way that it's going to maximize results and minimize risk. We're going to go all over these 3 steps on this video, so make sure to stick until the end. For example, I had this bot running that was trading for about 17 days and 4 hours, and it generated me a total profit of 132%, making on average 8.27%. So if I click here on the stats, we can see how it started from 0, and then as the cryptocurrency was trading every single day, because of the volatility and sideways movement of the cryptocurrency, we can see how it kept generating that profit consistently. Now, one more thing we can look at it is how the cryptocurrency actually dropped in value. Okay, so it dropped in value. So this is where I deploy the bot, and this is where I close it. So we can see a decrease in price of a 13.42%. What does this mean? It means that if I was to hold this cryptocurrency, I should have lost money, but I didn't. And the reason why I didn't was because I went over the 3 steps and I make a rational decision on how I was going to launch the bot. Now, let me show you 7 bots that I have running right now. So we can see this one is running with about $5,000. We can see also there is a small spike in the price, but then all of the time it has been trading sideways movement. So it has been trading sideways for about 2 days, and it's currently up 7.39%, meaning that it has generated about 371 in profit in the last 2 days and 20 hours. Or if we look at this one, it has been trading for 26 days and 18 hours, and it has generated a total return of $489, or close to a 10%. And all of these are actively running, right? So that is the average daily profit every single bot is generating. So we have this one generating almost 3% per day, or this one almost 1% per day, 0.37, 0.26, 0.22, 0.12, and this one with the lowest of 0.09. So why am I showing you this? Because I want you to believe and trust that this is doable. You can set up a bot that is going to be running for you, trading 24/7 and sending those profits directly to your crypto wallet. You don't need any trading experience or being on the market for over 6 years to actually get results like this. Instead, you need to have a systematic approach on how you deploy a bot successfully. And that is exactly what I want to show you today. Alright guys, so like I said, there is essentially 3 steps to set up a profitable crypto bot, and that is what we're gonna dive in right now. Again, you don't need to become a professional trader to be profitable and generate 0.5 to 1% per day with your bots fully passively. You only need to learn how to implement these 3 systems, these 3 steps in the right way, and you will be able to generate results like I was showing you at the beginning. So let's get started. First, finding a profitable crypto coin. Now, there is a couple of ways to do it. Inside CBA, we cover about 7 methods to finding a profitable crypto coin. But right now, I'm going to show you the one that I use the most, and that is going to be Bitsgap itself. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is inside Bitsgap, we're going to click on Start New Bot. and then grid bot. And the exchange that I personally like to use is called Whitebit. I use a lot an exchange called KuCoin as well. So I'm between Whitebit and KuCoin. So once you have that, you are going to scroll down and click on this little grid strategy filter. That is going to allow you to see which cryptocurrencies have been trading in the sideways movement for the best. Now, depending on your goals and depending on the approach you want to have, you're going to select the time frame or the backtest period. In this example, I'm going to do a fast profit trading bot. What does that mean? Is that I'm going to be shooting for at least 1% per day. Okay, so I'm going to be deploying the bot with a 3-day backtest period. Then I'm going to select the exchange, in this example, Whitebit. And then I can see a lot of options right now. All of these are possible cryptocurrencies that I can set up my bot. Now, what I'm going to do is click on the first one. I'm just going to look at it, see how it's going, see the performance, see how it has been behaving in the last couple of days. Okay, then I'm gonna go to the daily time frame and I'm gonna install an indicator. Okay, I'm gonna call it the RSI. It's the RSI. I'm gonna be looking at the RSI. The RSI is a momentum indicator. It's an indicator that is gonna allow me to see where the cryptocurrency is sitting at. The higher the RSI, it means the cryptocurrency is likely to drop in value. It doesn't mean that all the time, but it's just one way to see things. Okay, so personally, I don't like to deploy a bot when the RSI is above 53. So in this example, in the daily time frame, I can see the RSI is sitting at 63.52. So I'm gonna skip that one and move on to another one. Let's take a look at this one, BTT. 56, a little bit better, but I think we can find something good. Right? 57. 57. That's quite high, but I like this one because it seems that it has been trading sideways for quite some time. It has been trading sideways for about 1 month and 10 days. So that is also something to look at for how long the cryptocurrency has been trading sideways. Again, how the bot makes most of the profits is on sideways movement. So what I'm gonna do now is I'll go to the 1 hour time frame and I'm just gonna analyze it, see how it has been behaving. I can see that it has been trading sideways indeed for quite some time. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start measuring using this tool called price range from the top to the bottom. That's a 15% price range, meaning the percentage that the cryptocurrency can potentially drop in value. Okay, so that is gonna give me an idea on the price action percentage that the cryptocurrency has. So 15% is a good percentage. Ideally, I'm looking for something between 5 to 15%, so it falls into my category. So coming back to this example, I like this cryptocurrency. I feel quite confident with it, so I'm gonna continue my process. So I found the cryptocurrency. Now the second step is getting the confirmations the cryptocurrency is ready to be deployed. Now, one of the things that I do to get the confirmations is actually look at the CBA 2.0 indicator. Okay, so here on TradingView, I'm gonna be looking for the for the CBA 2.0 indicator, and I'm gonna study it. So I'm gonna see what it tells me. We can see the momentum is bullish. The consolidation is on. Consolidation is one of the most important things when looking at the CBA 2.0 indicator. And also, well, volatility is quite low. So that is something to also keep in mind. But so far, looks good. If anything, take only one thing in consideration, and that is how much volatility this cryptocurrency has. Volatility is measured in ups and downs. Stronger the up and stronger the down, stronger the volatility. So once I have this ready and I can see that the consolidation is on, then I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap and search for the cryptocurrency and see where is it at. So in market cap, I can see that the ranking is sitting at 165. That is a good ranking. It gives me some expectation that this cryptocurrency is actually being traded and invested by people, by investors. Then I can scroll down more and I'm gonna be looking for something called all-time high and all-time low. Ideally, I want something that it's not relatively close to the all-time high and it's kind of like in the middle between the all-time low and all-time high, if that makes sense. Okay, so in this example, all-time high is 97% lower and the all-time low has increased about 144. So there is quite a difference here, but we are definitely not close to the all-time high, which gives me a good feeling about it. So that is good. Now all we have to do left is go ahead and deploy this bot. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I keep using the grid range. Grid range is the difference between high price and low price. It's the percentage, and I will readjust my low and high price. I'll set it up with a 10% grid range, and the investment amount in this example is going to be $5,000. Okay, I want to make sure that I only have between 1 to 2 red lines. The reason why I'm doing that, and this can be a little bit confusing, but it's because I want to make sure that I'm deploying my bot with as much as base currency, with as much as quote currency instead of base currency. Quote currency is USDT and base currency is Ethereum W in this example. But just so you have an idea, quote currency is what we use to make the profits with, and base currency is what we're trading. So we're using USDT, we're profiting with USDT, but we're trading Ethereum win. Okay, so I'm gonna set it up with a 10% grid range, and then I'm gonna back test it and see how well it performs. So I'm gonna back test it. Okay, you can see 120% over the last 30 days. That's not fully accurate. I want to see how it's gonna perform in the last 10 days so I can get the most accurate percentage. So that's gonna be from the 4th. Okay, so with these settings that I'm deploying right now, looks like a 14.93% in the last 10 days, which is more than 1%, and that looks good. But I'm gonna still do some back testing to figure out really what are the best settings, because right now we are at the last step, which is setting up the bot, and the goal here is to maximize results and minimize risk. Okay. So that is what we're gonna do. We come back here and we're gonna start changing the amount of grid levels. We're gonna go from 10 grid levels, 20, 30, 40, and 50. We're gonna figure out what is the amount of grid levels that will help us maximize the results from the bot. If we increase the average daily profit, if we increase the bot profit, we minimize the risk because we have a foundation, we have our bot profit that is going to help us avoid any loss, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to backtest it with 10 grid levels. I'm going to take this number in my mind, or you can write it down if you want to, and then I'm going to do the same but with 20, and then 30, 40, and 50. So we can see a huge difference in price between 10 grid levels and 20 grid levels. A huge difference in backtesting. So if I backtest again with 20 grid levels, you'll see I'm almost tripling the profit. Okay, why is that? Well, it's because the more buy and sell orders the bot makes, higher the profit. But also, there needs to be some correlationship within it. All right, so it's not quite perfect like that. It doesn't work always like that. It's gonna highly depend on the price volatility and movement of the cryptocurrency. So moving on with the 30 grid levels, we're looking at almost 14%. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with 40 and then 50. Okay, now 50. Interesting. So it looks like 30 seems to be the highest. Oof, almost startable. 30 seems to be the highest percentage so far. Oh no, my bad. It looks like 50 grid levels is the highest backtesting percentage that I'll be getting. Yep. So I'm gonna be launching my bot with the 50 grid levels. The reason I'm doing it with 50 is because it gives me the highest backtesting percentage in the last 10 days. I'm looking for accurate data, and also I'm looking for more than 1% per day. Okay, I'm using a small grid range percentage of 10, and always remember to adjust your high price and low price to that grid range percentage. Okay, so trailing up on, pump protection on, trailing down off, and stop loss on. We're gonna activate it a 5% lower than current market price. We're gonna activate the stop loss a 5% lower than the low price. So that's gonna look something like, sorry about that, 5% lower. Okay, somewhere around this point right here. There we go. Okay. All we have to do left is make sure we are only deploying the bot with one red line order or two red line orders, so I can have as much wood currency as possible. So everything looks good, and to show you what trailing up, pump protection, and trailing down means is very straightforward. Trailing up means that if the cryptocurrency starts increasing in value, the adjustments, the settings of the bot, meaning high and low price, will follow along with the new price of the market, the new price of the cryptocurrency. Trailing down means the same, but if things were to drop in volume, stop loss, very self-explanatory. The bot is going to shut down if the cryptocurrency hits that price, and then take profit. The bot is going to shut down if the total PNL seems to be at that percentage, which in this example, I'm going to be looking at a 10% profit. So everything looks good. I can go ahead and click on continue and finally start the bot.